Hello, welcome back to the channel. So, I've been in the bushes the last couple of days. And after my last video with the whole Tasha K and Storm situation with the Chelsea mess, I come across Conscious TV, okay? And Tasha then came on the panel as Storm was on the panel, and a big mess broke out. Most of you probably already saw it, but I'm still going to come and talk about it anyway. But a big mess broke out. By the end of the video, they both were talking about they weren't going to speak to each other anymore. Well, more so Tasha than Storm. But yes, she played in his face, I feel like. She was trying to deflect. She wasn't really answering none of the questions that he asked her. She was talking around shit as she do. So we're going to listen to the video. So let me get ready to press play.
Running your bowels?
No. That's what got my car stolen. See, I was on that Keisha K or detox. See, I take it every day. And, had I not had to go use the bathroom so fast, they wouldn't have got me. They wouldn't have got me that day. They would not have.
So you and Gucci, you got that. Look, do you realize, before we even get into the meat and potatoes of the shit here tonight, I'm actually not surprised that all y'all drama played out, because we just came out of we're still in Venus retrograde.
Listen, I know Venus
until the 22nd.
Venus is a crazy bitch.
Hold on, wait a minute. Take your time taking off that. Take your time taking. Wait a minute. The way that shirt was cuffed up on them titties, and the way that where them sleeves was squeezing the muscles like that.
We're not about to have that moment on here. I promise.
Okay, all right.
Said, where's the meeting footage? I spoke to the manager today. I cannot get the footage for 2 days. I found out that they don't even give you the footage because everybody's so afraid of retaliation. When they found the car, Atlanta PD wouldn't tell me the exact location because they so afraid of retaliation. I ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. I'm just a YouTuber. I just want to see who it was. Now, they probably wearing a mask, but I want you to know, you crooked leg, hoe, stanky, dick in a pussy ass bitch. I'm gonna be able to tell from the walk, from the build. I'm gonna be able to know some male or female. I don't know if it was a stud that had a strap taped to her left leg. I don't know, but we gonna figure it out because I'm gonna stay on everybody's ass until I figure it out. I cussed out the insurance. I cussed out the management at the apartment complex. I don't give a good goddamn. I don't give a fuck. They talking about ain't no damage. I don't give a shit. Fuck your APD, fuck you too. You was supposed to run them prints, bitch, and y'all didn't. Oh, raggedy motherfuckers ain't worth shit. The fuck is y'all good for? I'm sorry, Conscious.
Stop. You got the right to tell these hoes a new one, but there's a lot going on. Okay, First of all, you live in Atlanta. You know that them niggas will steal cars just to get to the 7-Eleven a block away because they tired of walking. Them niggas will steal cars just because they just need to get the next mile on down the road, and Uber taking too long.
That's what I heard. I mean, between them, the water boys, they so damn aggressive. I don't know. Listen, all I know is whatever crooked leg hoe, heifer, slut, cunt, bulldagging ass thief stole my shit. You should have burnt it up, bitch. That's what you should have did. All right.
I can guarantee you that it wasn't no stud, because lesbians have their shit together.
They do. They got their shit together.
They have their shit together, baby. Oh, stud be your old. She be in an old nasty piece of pickup truck, honey. She gonna have her something underneath her feet, baby. It's them niggas that did it. So,
and here's my thing, right? I'm like, damn, I called Geico. They got right on that. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get my check in 15 days. Damn. You couldn't throw that low in the Chattahoochee River. They ain't called Chattahoochee. You couldn't throw that shit in the Chattahoochee. You couldn't take that up to Lake Lanier. You know Lake Lanier take everything you put in it and sold. Some of y'all pussies just like Lake Lanier, quite frankly. But my whole point is,
no, he didn't.
Well, we gotta clear some things up.
What pussy he been playing with that's like a lake? Unless he's talking about the wetness. I hope he ain't talking about the wideness of it. I really pray that's not what he's talking about. But okay.
Up, honey, because the word on the curb was the people in them was saying, honey, that KB Studios had.
Hey, Menacing Vibes. We listening to Conscious TV. He did a interview with Storm Monroe, and then Tasha K popped up on the damn panel. Him and Tasha got into it and went back and forth. And then Von Ray jumped up there after Tasha and Storm left. It's a whole mess. This whole video is a mess. Hello,
came and just repoed they motherfucking shit back.
Can you pull up the receipt? Or I'll show it right here.
No. I can pull it up. I got it right here. I got it squared up.
Pull the receipt. Pull up the receipt.
I got the receipts on deck. How many times we should have receipts?
Do you need the receipt? Do you need the receipt?
Oh, we pull up that receipt.
Wait. Do we need the receipts? Do we need the receipts? Do we need?
This ain't a Mr. Nasty Time snowstorm. Calm down, okay?
Where the receipts?
Calm your light skinned.
girl, yes, it's a mess. This is a whole mess. I ain't even expect for Tasha to pop her knucklehead ass up there. You would think Tasha would be sitting back in the cut trying to get her goddamn court case together, seeing as though she is horribly losing that. Now, I don't even think I want to touch the whole her and Cardi B case thing because I disagree with some shit on her side and I disagree with some stuff on Cardi B side, and I'm a Cardi B fan. But honey, some of the stuff that Tasha put out about you, you did say out of your own mouth, child, okay? So I feel like both of them was being petty with the lawsuits, but okay. We about to get back to this video though.
Getting this down. We got to take it back a little bit, motherfucker.
Where are receipts?
Hold on, before we pull up the receipt, can we go all the way back before we get into the rumors of things?
Yes.
What the fuck happened? Now you supposed to live where the white folk live in Atlanta. You want to tell us something?
Girl, I forgot Chelsea popped her ass up there. The thing that killed me about the video is from Storm to Chelsea. Everybody is playing victim in the situation when ain't none of them a victim in this situation. Hell, if I'm going to lean more towards somebody being a victim somewhat, I'm going to lean towards Storm being a victim because Tasha pushed them niggas into his house even though he should have told her no. He's a grown man. You should have said no. Ain't no other grown man about to lay his ass up in my house with his sweaty nuts and bring no females either. But he let that happen. Chelsea definitely ain't no victim. And Tasha surely is never a victim. So all of them was killing me trying to play victim and point the finger at everybody else. It was crazy.
Are you living in subsidized housing on the east side of Atlanta?
I'm not paying almost $3,000 a month for that apartment. I promise you I'm not.
So what? Okay. So what happened? You wake up. When did you find out your fucking car is gone?
No, yeah, this is what had happened. What had
happened?
And anytime a nigga say that, he lying. But I don't know anything else. We gonna
get to that. We gonna get to the line.
Poor niggerdom today, right? Okay. So Saturday after the gym, I get home. I parked the car. I had to use the bathroom real bad, so I didn't feel like going into the garage and then actually going to like where my parking spot is. Hell, I ain't gonna tell you that, God forbid, somebody get in there.
Hold on, wait. I'm just noticing this. I'm mad I didn't notice this the first time I watched this a little bit. He just say Saturday, but then he didn't go to check for his car till Monday? Sir, you left your car on the streets for 2 dang on days? Buckhead or not, sir, you should have parked that in the garage.
Anyway, with that being said, allegedly.
He crazy, y'all. He is crazy.
So I parked the car. I had to go.
I wouldn't have did that.
I'm coming right back out. So I come in, handle my business. And I say, you know what? I ain't going nowhere. I left that bitch out there in a regular parking. I was lazy. My daddy always said, don't be lazy. Don't take shortcuts in life. And this one costed my black ass.
You telling me that whatever came out of your asshole exerted so much force that you just had to lay it the fuck down and leave your car wide open out there in the driveway, man.
Listen, here's the thing though, right? The way the Tasha K work, everything just be like, you go from like, I don't think they can see it. You go from that to, it just be gone. It feel like she be snatching your soul out your ass. It just be like, oh, damn.
So when he's talking about the Tasha K thing, is he talking about the dang on waist trainer or some tummy tea or whatever? Because, well, I'm thinking he's talking about the waist trainer from how he described it. But why are you wearing the waist trainer, sir? So you trying to tell me you wear the waist trainer so tight that it forcefully pushes the poop out your ass? I mean, I ain't never experienced that, but okay.
But anyway, I didn't check on the car Sunday like I should have. I should have moved it then.
Wait, hold on. So you're moving too fucking fast. Your car sat out there like that overnight into the next day.
And they got
the Tasha K supplement had to open your pussy larger than Saucy Santana's, honey. You had a Saucy Santana asshole after Tasha K supplement had done got up in your guts real good, and you left your car out there when.
Okay, Conscious saying it was the supplement. So, okay. Because I'm over here like, sir. Why you just can't do it like normal men? And we ain't too many men out here walking around with waist trainers on. I hope. I'm gonna assume. Look, I'm gonna put out a sad prayer.
The windows down, trunk up, airbag deployed, keys in the ignition.
It wasn't that. I was being lazy. I think I got the drinking Sunday. It was a mess. I forgot about it. But then I wasn't really tripping because we have security, but it was a holiday weekend. So
when has security ever stopped a thieving nigga from thieving?
Never.
But
at least they could have seen some suspicious. Suspicious. But even,
don't get me started on the bussy comment.
However,
I chose to lead on.
The way that it happened, and they found the car in Stone Mountain.
Hold on. Before, I need a walk. So wait a minute. So you go outside and physically see your car in there.
That was Monday by the time I finally went outside.
Monday. Now that's a true statement.
So when you see this empty ass spot in your driveway, what is your first emotion? What is your thought?
I was like, am I tripping? I was like, then I went to looking. I said, nah, come on now, I know what. Then I started retracing my steps. I'm like, damn, I didn't leave the car at the gym. I definitely drove home.
Right, like, did I let Vaughn borrow the car to move to his shed? Like you just going through. What did I do? Did I loan?
Storm didn't correct him because Storm might be that good old bisexual he was saying he may be if he was.
No. Nothing like that. So I was just like, and I was like, damn, they didn't got the car. I was like, damn, they didn't got the car.
I mean, so did your heart plummet? Were you like, I'm in danger, Sealy? Did you get scared? Were you mad as hell? Like, what was the feeling?
I mean, I was just glad my gun wasn't in the car. Thank God, thank Jehovah for that. Because I would have to report that stolen too. But I was just like, but damn, they didn't got me. You know, the first thing I really thought was fuck them to Atlanta. But no, they got me though.
Hey, Coco's Lane.
It was what it was. But I had to call the police, and that was a whole situation in itself.
So how does a carjacking go? You call the police and say my car has been stolen. So do they come out to your place first to talk to you in person, or do they go straight for?
Oh no! They come to you. But they come to you once they finally come out. So I actually called. Well, hell, y'all already know where I sit now. But I called APD first, right? Because I figure, okay, I don't need to call 911 for this because it's not active. I'm like, okay. And then she was like, call 911. I'm like, okay, cool. So call 911, let them know what happened. They send out somebody. It took them probably 40 minutes to get there.
To your place?
To my place, yes.
Now, is that because rich white people are rarely ever in danger, so they live far away from the police precinct to begin with, or was it because they detected that a nigga was on the phone asking for help and just dragged their goddamn
Hey, Mika.
getting out there to the countryside?
No, because whenever I handle business like that, see, my car was taken. Like I do my best to take the nigga out as much as I can, but it'll slip out. But my point is, they gave him the address.
You know what? He ain't never lied about that. If you don't know, you better figure it out. That when you in certain situations, you got to hurry up and turn on that. Hello, how are you doing? I'm calling to make a report, please. Yes, my vehicle was taken from in front of my building, ma'am. You got to clean up the lingo so they can take you seriously and actually show the fuck up. Sad, but true.
Address the police. The police could not find the apartment, and so that took some time. So I had to go flag the police down. His name is Officer Strut, white guy, big old blue eyes, looking like white people do. Like he really ain't trying to take my report, but he was nice enough, I guess.
So he was white.
Oh, very white.
And he only sent one officer.
Only one.
So they didn't even pull out all the stops for your shit.
Not at all. Not at all.
Ghetto 1997 Toyota. Who gives a damn, right?
And even when he pulled up,
he'll probably steal another car and get to work any damn way. He can wait on it. It ain't that deep.
But it was the way he came. He was just like,
I was gonna say, I don't know why they surprised about the fact that they only sent one cop. You ain't call and say somebody was murdered. They ain't about to send several cops for no damn vehicle. They're gonna send you that one cop. You're gonna be lucky if he memorized what you said or he pretend to write it down. If he do actually write it down, you gotta hope he follow through with it when he gets to the dang on police station. So I don't know why he acted shocked.
Just like, oh, are you Storm? I was like, yeah. He was like, okay, come here. So he was like, so this happens a lot, huh? I don't know, bitch, I guess. I don't know. Then he goes into, well, was it towed? I said, no. I called the tow company. Are you sure? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. He said.
So right here is around the time that Vaughn makes his presence known in the chat and gonna tell Storm if we were still hanging, he would have been protected. Sir, you could barely get a place to stay. How you out here protecting people? Sir, can you even protect yourself at this point? Why would he depend on you to protect him? You can't even depend on you to protect you. Boy, if you don't sit your ass down.
Still, oh, well, I'm not trying to be rude, but was it repo? No, it's paid off.
Ooh, flashlight cop was really trying your motherfucking melanin. Even in white people residency.
Listen.
He was really playing in your motherfucking face, Storm.
Listen. That car was paid off. I regret I paid it off now. I wish I would have just kept paying the payments, but that I paid off that whole. And you got the receipts. Please put up.
We're gonna get into the receipts, but this flashlight cop really asked you, "Are you sure it wasn't repo, black man?" You know how y'all niggas do.
Are you sure you wasn't behind on the payments? No. Why would I call you if I was behind on the pay? I know if I didn't pay the shit. I got the payoff letter and the title from the damn state.
I'm not gonna even lie. I would have cussed that cop out if he asked me, "Am I sure my car didn't get repoed?" Stupid, why am I calling you if my car got repoed? That was just a stupid question to ask any dang on victim of a car theft. Like, why would I call you if my car was repoed? So I can get embarrassed and the repo company can tell you, "Nah, we came and picked that up because she couldn't pay her shit." No. I need these cops to act like they got some common sense.
Well, Vaughn is saying that if y'all was still hanging out, that ghetto shit would have never had take place.
Hey, LJ.
He would have helped you to protect your peace.
Listen.
That was in the driveway.
Listen, I got a piece to protect my
Hi, child of
God.
God.
Call it the peacemaker.
Okay, so this out of shape, overweight, indignant ass, white supremacist, KKK ass, floppy, donut binging ass cop then leaves your place. What happens after that?
So they don't even give you the report right away. They give you the report number. They give you the officer's name, Officer Strutt. Real white sounding ass.
And will real life
sit
sit there and look at you crazy if you cuss their ass out for asking you a stupid question?
Call you if we find something. After that, I think I got on live after that and started talking. And that's when they told me to call Dodge. Either that or that was, no, I did the live first. But I tried to call Dodge, turned out I let the damn Sirius XM Guardian, Uconnect, whatever that shit, I let the shit lapse. So I was like, damn. So I had to sign up for the shit, wait 30 minutes, call it back. My car got stolen. Can you track it? And so they would actually track it. But that was that. I didn't fake steal my own car. But the narrative is funny.
People are saying that you had inconsistencies in your story already.
Well, I tell you what. When I get, wait. And
I'm gonna pull up this receipt while Storm is digging through his man purse.
This the bag Vaughn gave me.
Oh, what's wrong? And you done cut that damn man out, and you gonna pull his bag up on live like this to torture him? Ooh.
First off, it is used, and second off, it was left over. He wasn't tripping over this.
Oh, and then gonna drag the gift. Used, raped, abused, worn, torn. My God, to goddamn day. You gonna pull it up on the big screen? I'm gonna pull up the receipt right here.
Pull up the receipt.
I ain't got me no damn bag. We got problems. I don't care if the bag gets stolen. I want one.
Okay. Wait.
I'm about to pull up. I'm finna put this receipt on the big screen.
Okay, pull up the receipt that the car paid off.
Boom. Well, it's a little pixelated, but I posted on the community wall when we done. So what does this here mean? You explain this to us.
This here means, hold on, I'll pull it up on my phone.
Okay.
And I'll just see if, okay, can y'all see that?
Well, I can, hold on.
Yeah,
let me make a solo layout. Hold on, let me make you a solo layout. How can I don't even know how to do a fucking solo. Oh, here you go, solo layout. Okay, put it up again.
Okay, y'all still might not be able to see that, but.
Hey, Snooky.
Let me turn up the light, that'll help too. Okay, what that say? That say ally. Y'all see ally? Damn, y'all ain't gonna be able to see it.
No, it's too white.
Too white, of course.
But you can read it. I'm gonna post a receipt in the community wall anyway so they can read it.
I will read it. It says, Dear Storm Monroe, congratulations on paying off your retail installment sales contract. This letter was sent on April 5th, 2021. All right. The date amount finance paid was March 24th, 2021. The contract date, which is when I went and bought the vehicle, but not technically, it was a little tight for me to afford the past payments. It was the contract date of August 10th, 2020. Right. So I bought it in August of 2020. It was paid off by March of 2021. All right. It says it was a privilege to serve your financing needs. If your contract included a charge for gap protection, you may be eligible for a refund. My refund was $500. They didn't send me my money. And I had forgot about it. And the white lady called me and said, "We owe you money." I said, "Thank you." Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Now, but it's a great time to make money.
Hey, Glam Mother.
Our high standard goes beyond auto phone. There. And after I paid it off, they wanted me to get a mortgage. There.
Period. Okay. Ownership. Now.
So what y'all saying? I thought it got repo. If I had got any leaks at Home Depot, I would have told y'all.
I'm gonna post a motherfucking receipt in the community wall so they can read this for themselves. Yeah.
Now y'all see this piece of paper? That's what they.
Wait, hold on, pause. Did he just try to shade Nene Leaks and say her car got repoed at a goddamn Home Depot? Wait, I think I need to rewind that a little bit.
What they give you when your ass file.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull you up again.
That's what they give you.
One on my God to goddamn day. You gonna pull it up on the big screen? I'm gonna pull up the receipt right here.
Pull up the receipt.
I ain't got me no damn bag. We got problems. I don't care if the bag gets stolen. I want one.
Okay. Wait.
I'm about to pull up. I'm finna put this receipt on the big screen.
Okay, pull up the receipt that the car paid off.
Boom. Well, it's a little pixelated, but I posted on the community wall when we done. So what does this here mean? You explain this to us.
This here means, hold on, I'll pull it up on my phone.
Okay.
And I'll just see if okay, can y'all see that? See.
Well, I can hold on.
Yeah,
let me make you a solo layout. Hold on, let me make you a solo layout. How can I don't even know how to do a fucking solo. Oh, here you go, solo layout. Okay, put it up again.
Okay, y'all still might not be able to see that, but let me expand it. Let me turn up the light. That'll help too. Okay, what that say? That say ally. Y'all see ally? Damn, y'all ain't gonna be able to see.
No, it's too white.
Too white.
Thank you to the
I'm gonna post a receipt in the community wall so they can read it.
I will read it. It says, "Dear Storm Monroe, congratulations on paying off your retail installment sales contract. This letter was sent on April 5th, 2021. All right. The date amount finance paid was March 24th, 2021. The contract date, which is when I went and bought the vehicle, but not technically, it was a little tight for me to afford the past.
Hey, I don't want a username.
Of August 10th, 2020. Right. So I bought it in August of 2020. It was paid off by March of 2021. All right. It says it was a privilege to serve your financing needs. If your contract included a charge for gap protection, you may be eligible for a refund. My refund was $500. They didn't send me my money. And I had forgot about it. And the white lady called me and said, "We owe you money." I said, "Thank you." Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Now, but it's a great time to make money work for you. Our high standard goes beyond auto phone. There. And after I paid it off, they wanted me to get a mortgage. There.
Period. Okay. Ownership. Now.
So what y'all saying? I thought it got repo. If I had got any leaks at Home Depot, I would have told y'all.
I thought that's what he said.
I'm gonna post a motherfucking receipt in the community wall so they can read this for themselves. Yeah.
Now, y'all see this piece of paper? That's what they give you when your ass file.
Hold on. I'm gonna put.
Now, I'm not going to even sit here and lie. I really hope that is alleged, that Nene Leaks, Miss I'm so paid, I'm cashing Trump checks, ain't having her damn cars repoed at no Home Depots. Now, I'm going to pray that ain't true, Nene. If it is, I'm going to need you to fix that, ma'am. Get that together.
I'm going to pull you up again.
That's what they give you. You see his name, Officer Strut. I'm gonna hold their report number until I get the full report in 7 to 10 business days. But that's all they give you right there. Little piece of damn paper look like I could have typed that shit.
Storm. Now, why these folks? Tasha K had already outed all your finances last year, so why they thought that you can't? Why you can't afford to buy your car?
Listen. First off, I am.
Child, Nene, get your shit together, ma'am. Get your life in order. Hey, so you can't be out here getting your damn car repoed.
When you get the rich,
while you shopping,
around you off the rich, okay?
Listen, I am a working man. All right.
We're just gonna round you off to the highest motherfucking tax bracket. You already up in between there. You paying $2,100 damn in rent.
Oh, now with the fees, it's close to like $2,700.
$2,700. So why do you folks think that you can't buy your motherfucking car?
And honestly, if I didn't want to pay the note, I'd have just told y'all.
Living in a leftover house.
Child, reading these comments. Child. Oh my God. How are you out shopping? Okay. You are particularly out to shop. And your damn car get repoed from the parking lot. That mean they followed you shopping. Why you just didn't take that Home Depot money and pay your car note? But I digress.
A leftover house. You was rich enough to have a leftover house.
I am not. I speak to wealth. Speak to wealth.
You was rich enough to have to, like, you had rich man inconveniences, like, I can't move in because the painters and the interior decorator has not came yet. Rich people frustration.
Okay, to be fair, the interior decorator, I had already paid him. He was supposed to do this house here, and then some things changed. Then I moved my mom out of state, and so I just had him, hold off until I got to where I was gonna be. So the interior decorator had already been paid. So that's. But anybody, interior decorator, just.
So you get the call that your car is found. I told you. And they we found your car in East Oakland.
Not East Oakland.
We found all type of random EBT cards scattered across your seats, all type of WIC vouchers in the back seat. Well, like, what did they tell you about the car?
They're like, oh, we found your car off of Memorial Drive. That's what they said at first. That was the first person I spoke with. She was not an officer. She was not the officer, but found it on Memorial Drive. I looked it up. I said, damn, that's a 20-mile stretch that goes from like Atlanta into Stone Mountain. I was like, ooh, Stone Mountain. Intersante, right? Then another person calls me back and says they found it on Lakeside Village Parkway. So I'm thinking, okay, Memorial Drive, Lakeside Village Parkway. I looked up those streets. It brought up like this damn shopping center, shopping mall that looked run down as fuck. They said it was left abandoned. They said they didn't see any damage.
Okay, they didn't see no damage.
Mm-hmm.
They found it in a leftover ass plaza, which we're gonna pull up here too. And what is this whole ordeal with you, with your 100K YouTube button being stolen out of the car?
So got a DM from us. Look, some nigga, I don't want to do the nigga. He hit me up. He said, "What he DM'd me? Mind you, now he probably the one that took it."
Hold on, wait. So, did you get contacted by authorities about?
No, I got contacted by authorities about the car.
What?
No, I got contacted by authorities about the car. But the YouTube play button on some nigga on IG added me in his story. He said, "Storm Monroe, I got your play button, nigga. You can come get it, but make sure you bring that bread." I said, what in the extortion is going on?
What in the Smollett? The fuck? So a random nigga uploads your YouTube button to his Instagram story and adds you and tells you that you gotta buy back
My shit.
Stolen property.
That is odd. Like, why is your stuff being found in different places? And I would think, well, nowadays you got a bunch of stupid ass criminals out here, so I can't even sit up here and say I would think the criminal wouldn't contact him with the YouTube button. But okay, if that's what he wanted to say, child, look, this story is a mess. Something sounds fishy about the way your car was stolen, sir, and how things were found separately in different parts of town.
Then I said, thank you. My car was stolen. West Street, by the way. He said on the west end. And then he said Campbellton Road.
This is what he was telling you to meet him at? Or
no, that's what he was telling me he found it at. This was telling me he found it at.
If the YouTube button, the box, like what the fuck is the box?
It was a box I had in the trunk. But I think it just had like old shoes in it. And I probably just threw the play button in it. But...
So they popped your trunk.
Went through my shit. Wasn't nothing back there but some dirty shoes anyway.
Did you report the nigga who put your shit in his storage to the police? He could be the goddamn suspect. How did he get the contents of a box that was in your trunk?
He claims it was left on the street. That's what he claims. They say Campbellton Road is the ghetto for real.
Why did you have... So, hold a minute. You just sat here and earned over $100K, and you threw the little bit of accolade that a black man in America gets into a box inside of a goddamn trunk of a car that's now fucking stolen and pulled up to the welfare center.
Listen, I am so bad.
I'm telling you, his milk is sounding more cottage cheeses when the story keep on going on. Like, I'm not understanding why your shit would just be left in the middle of the street. Your box is in the hood, but your car is in a well-populated area where the police frequent or just chill at. Like, I'm not understanding his story. But we gonna let him finish. I hope this ain't no goddamn distraction away from the fact that Tasha K is losing this Cardi B case.
Bad. I have never even hung.
No more.
I have never even hung up my bachelor's degree or master's degree. That's how bad it is. I just got it. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yes, lotus flower, cottage cheeses. Okay.
This nigga.
His story got a lot of lumps in it.
Of course.
Why would this person open up the trunk just to throw the contents in the trunk on the streets for some, and then a random person just picks up the box, opens it up? Because what was it? Does the back have your name on it? Does the button have your name on it?
Well, the button literally says your whatever.
And to be perfectly honest, I would think that they wouldn't just leave the car just abandoned somewhere in the middle of the whatever, wherever the fuck they claim that the car was abandoned at. Don't they take cars to chop shop that they steal? I thought that's what people stole cars for, was to either get them repainted and use them for themselves or take it to a chop shop and get paid from it. Like, I don't know none that just take it and randomly leave it in a safe place for somebody else to find. No damage, no nothing. Nigga ain't even snatched the wires out your damn radio. But okay.
Whatever your channel name is what it says, but it's my name. So yeah, it literally has it.
Hi, Gloria.
Storm.
What you want me to do, Conscious?
So have you gotten your button back? Have you got the box back?
Well, why are you going to be with him? Hell no, it's $100 to get one sent to my house. I'm gonna get another button. They can have that button. Shit. Turn off that damn button.
Did you report this stinking dusty ass nigga to the police? Okay, yeah. I got it. So the police called you, so now what? They got your car. Are they just fingerprints? Are they sent?
They were supposed to. I have a feeling because when I called up there today, they was like, "Oh, it's at the tow yard," and I called the tow yard. "Oh, it's not here." So I'm like, "Okay, where the fuck is it?" It's supposed to be printed, dusted for prints by the investigation. I got a feeling they didn't do shit because it wasn't damaged. That's what I got a feeling of. So I'm gonna call back in the morning.
So they should dust it. Obviously, like
I know, right? I'm so sad that she leaving, but I understand why she gotta go. But I wish she would stick around and kind of dig in some more people's asses. Hell, she ain't even got to dig in people's asses for me. Just stick around.
The doorknob,
Look, I will hope, but it seemed like don't nobody know where it's at. I talked to the adjuster from Geico. He's like, well, "Where's your car?" I said, "Well, hell, you the adjuster."
They found your car, and now your car back in the lost and found.
Pretty much. It's at the tow place. That shit just wasn't put in the system yet when I called or something. This is what you got to understand about the South. This is what I learned. They slow. And so when you call and you ask a direct question, you're not going to get the answer the first time. You're going to ask like 3 or 4 times before you get the actual answer.
Right. So, Storm, you better motherfucking hope the DA don't put a blue light inside that car because all your asshole secretions from Mexico and shit is gonna be all on the goddamn roof of the goddamn car, all over the goddamn steering wheel, and they're gonna find a mixture of the thief and your literal DNA. And whatever Helena and Selena's blood.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You swear I'd be at these interracial orgies. You swear I'd be at these interracial orgies. I do not be with the exoticals. Don't say that, Conscious. Because I don't be. I have never done anything. Is she exotic? That ain't exotic. Anyway, I know what they mean. No. I'm not Safari. No. What?
Okay, I just skipped forward
in the building
to the part where Tasha K is about to appear.
Can you rotate the link
on the panel?
I will mod you up as a result of doing my
because I don't really give a damn about his dating life.
Where are the mods? Let me send this. Let me see if I can send it to Tasha. I forget I have to talk
privately, but that's on me.
Hold on. Let me get this link to Tasha. I did put the link in the stream, Tosh. We are now officially waiting for you to grace the stage. Let me send this to her on. Let me send this to her.
Damn, Janet texted me too.
Thank you, Auntie. I see you posting the stream, the invite. Let me send this to Tosh. And I just said, if you're not Tasha K. Oh, is it Tasha? Wait a minute, hold on. Tosh?
Hey, can you hear me?
Okay, this you. Okay, yes, I can hear you, love.
What's going on?
Not much. I'm gonna let you and Storm have the flow.
I just want to know what's going on, Storm, because you said you tried to talk to me in private, but I heard on the internet I was blocked. So
after a minute, I stopped believing what Storm was saying about that damn car.
Talk about this situation in private, not.
But right. How so? If I'm blocked and you told the internet that you blocked me,
he was gonna facilitate it.
Who was gonna facilitate it?
Conscious. We just had this conversation today.
Why would Conscious facilitate a conversation? We've been talking 3 years. You just met Conscious last month. Why would he facilitate a conversation that you started on the internet and you?
Wait, pause, ma'am. You, ma'am, cannot sit on here and say, why would somebody else facilitate a conversation for us? We've been talking for 3 years. Them 3 years didn't matter to you when you didn't keep your ass neutral between him and Chelsea. You chose Chelsea over Storm. So at this point, he don't really owe you why he want a third party in the conversation. Bitch, just be happy it's a conversation happening. At this point, when I block your ass, you just block.
And you told
Because I want a third person there. I want a third person there to translate.
Well, we got a third.
You welcome, K-Mac, because I don't even be wanting to watch 6 Hour Live.
When you called me and you said what you said about what Vaughn said, I'm like, wait a minute. She knew this man said I did coke. She knew I was in Arizona, but she wouldn't tell me.
Storm, my dad does.
You gonna hold on to that until she's ready for that? Then you describe a story. Wait, you describe a story between Chelsea and Vaughn. This is when I really knew I was done. Of him walking around with his dick out aggressively, getting on top of her and her saying, no, Vaughn, we are not together no more. You know I can't be connected to nothing like that. Come on.
Wait, what did you say again about Vaughn and his dick out?
That he got on top of her.
What about
with his dick out, and Chelsea said, no, Vaughn, we are not together no more.
What does that got to do with me withholding information from you about Vaughn's dick? We're talking about me and you. What does that got to do?
Pause, ma'am. Pause. Why you not answering this question? What you mean what it got to do with? It got to do with the whole situation because it's a situation that happened within the situation. So it has everything to do with the situation actually. I want to know why you're not answering it. Is this allegation even true? Because you ain't sitting up and saying that you didn't say it, ma'am. You just like, what that got to do with anything? Like, bitch, it got a lot to do with everything. The hell?
Dude, why is that even?
Come on, man.
What you walking around for? We supposed to be talking.
We are talking.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand what you're saying. So you went from, why did I withhold Vaughn saying you doing coke to Vaughn laying on Chelsea with his dick out? I'm trying to understand how
you told me this. You told me this all in that conversation, and you said I would hate for your subscribers who are women to think that you co-sign that kind of behavior.
I said that, Storm.
You said that. I swear to God.
You swear to God. Storm, you swear to God.
I swear to God.
So why is...
Now, we're not even about to sit up here and pretend like that don't sound like some shit that Tasha would say. Like that don't sound Tasha spoken. We know you like to manipulate these little niggas behind the scenes, okay? We know this already. The same way you like to manipulate your audience. You are very good at that, ma'am. But I'm going to need you to stop talking around what he's saying and fully address what he's saying.
That story on the internet and Chelsea's not here.
I don't know.
You know, that's kind of fucked up. Like,
why was Chelsea in any of this to begin with? Why was Chelsea always relaying a message to you? Why did Chelsea tell you that I'm separating myself from you because you're toxic? I never called you toxic.
Fuck that. Why do Chelsea gotta be around for the conversation between you and him? Now, you just asked him why did Conscious TV have to facilitate a conversation for y'all, but then you gonna sit up here out your mouth minutes later and say, oh, but we shouldn't be talking about this because Chelsea not here. Bitch, if you don't stop playing in our face, okay, we gonna need you to stop playing with us like you be trying to play with that judge before we have to wear your ass out like that judge, ma'am.
I called the both of them toxic to their face.
What if I told you that I had a recording of you saying that? I don't want to put it out there like that, but I'm just saying, like, you really come up. What if I told you that I had a recording of you telling Vaughn that you and Vaughn were arguing about the statement?
That I said you're toxic?
Yes.
I don't want to hear that because I don't remember saying that.
You don't remember, but you just remember Me
Send it to me though. If I said
it, can I talk? Because you.
If I said it, no. If I said it, I'll apologize for it.
What? Storm. First of all,
yes.
No. Are you gonna let me talk? I'm saying, am I just here to just, you just say whatever you gotta say? I thought we were talking. It's like every time I try to talk, you cut me off.
Go ahead.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Storm, I called you and I said some very personal things to you about this situation. Now, you don't know what I did to Chelsea, just like Chelsea don't know what I said to you, okay? This is Chelsea's last time dating any client. And if she does, she knows that she's gone. But why do I need to tell you that? You're not signed to my company. You're not employed under my company, okay? I don't need to tell you about our...
My thing is, okay, you may not have to tell him about all that, but why the fuck you ain't telling him that niggas running around recording him in his own home? He did switch up real quick when she said recordings, but still, I want to know why she didn't tell him that he had motherfuckers in his house, not their house, but his house, recording him. Did she ask them to do that for her? Was she trying to set Storm up? Smell fishy to me. It's smelling like Tales from the Cop to me. I said what I said.
About our business affairs. That's not my obligation, okay? What goes on in Kibi Studios stays in Kibi Studios. However, I saw some behavior online that I was getting written to about, okay, for months. I didn't say anything. And so as a friend, as someone who helped you, okay, with building your platform, I come to you gracefully and say, Storm, this behavior looks suspect. And it seemed like it started around the time that a certain person entered the picture. Now I'm saying to you, hypothetically, what if this happens? Now I'm really, kind of taken aback because all of this could have been discussed in a three-way call. Me and you share the same therapist. Hell, you could have told Ernest, and Ernest knows how to hold me accountable, but instead you want to bring it to the internet. And all I did in that video, just like you knew what I was going to do, was denounce Vaughn. I didn't say anything bad about you. All your subscribers told you I said nothing bad about you.
I was watching the video.
I'm sorry.
Ma'am, you did Storm real dirty in that video. Okay? I can pull up and replay that video. You did Storm dirty in that video. You held Chelsea down and made it seem like she didn't have no real serious parts to play in what was happening to her. But you threw Storm all the way under the bus, ma'am.
Sorry,
I was watching. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching the video. Why'd you tell these people I live in Buckhead? Let me ask you that.
Don't you live in Buckhead? Didn't you make a video saying you moved to Buckhead?
I didn't. I ain't never told them that.
You didn't make a video saying you moved to Buckhead, Storm?
I ain't never told them that. I said I moved.
So you gonna put that? That is your word that you never said to your subscribers you live in Buckhead. It's not on your channel. So if I go to your channel right now, I can't pull it.
Pull it.
Okay. However, what does that got to do? I live in Lawrenceville. You lived in Lawrenceville. Is that like a definite location? Buckhead is so big. Buckhead has about 1.5 million people. How is that telling people where you live?
I just found it weird that you said that. Not a car gets stolen. It's just like, come on.
Are you saying?
I'm not saying you did it.
No. Hold on, Storm. Are you saying you live in a secure building with a security guard, concierge, okay, and somebody stole your car because I said you live in Buckhead?
I'm not saying that's because of you.
Somebody stole a baby blue, very, very noticeable, damn near Hellcat, and you're saying that I had something to do with that? Are you listening to yourself? I'm starting to think that maybe what Vaughn had to say about you is really true, because this is not the Storm that I know. When have you ever chased cloud? When have you ever?
So, ma'am, you trying to say that because he feeling some type of way about the way you handled the situation, that you agree with Vine and you think that the allegations of Storm doing coke is true. Now, I'm going to say this, okay? I believe a lot of things about Storm, but I don't believe he no cokehead. I don't believe he do those type of drugs. I can see him smoking some reefer, okay? Getting some drunkenness going. But I don't see him snorting shit up his nose. Or however they do that shit nowadays. I don't give a fuck because I ain't participating. But what I'm saying is, I don't think he no damn cokehead. So I'm not going to sit up here and keep on playing with her trying to put that out there. Without trying to put it out there.
Never been this like, I'm just shocked and taken aback. And you know what? I'm not surprised, nor do I feel like a victim, because I know every situation that I get in is totally my situation, like my fault or whatever. But this here, see, I don't want to have to go there on this live stream, but you and I share the same therapist. You talk to Ernest once a week. If there was a problem, me and you, even Shaq is not biased in this situation. Shaq holds me accountable just like he holds everybody accountable. You can't pick up my phone and call my husband like you always call when you need something and say, hey, I'm not
soft doxing. Shit. I don't even think we can call this soft doxing. She is just flat out doxing this man to his face at this point. You didn't tell where he lived. You didn't give a clear description of his car. Now you telling people that he in therapy. How the hell do you know he wanted us to know he was in therapy? See, you doxing the fuck out of people and then you try to turn around and pretend like you don't know why they mad at you. I don't get her train of thought, but okay.
I'm feeling how this went down, but you gotta, you knew I was gonna make this video to denounce Vaughn. That video had nothing to do with you, and all I did was big you up, and you took it as if I was.
No, you little boy me in that video, and we.
Are you not young?
And I'm not a little boy though.
Sometimes the behavior you were displaying online was very little boyish.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
That's something a high school boy does.
Well,
talks about all the girls he smashes, where they smash, going to sex clubs. That's very high schoolish. That's the behavior that says a man hasn't had that much pussy. That's young boy behavior. So if you're displaying young boy behavior, and I know that you're,
but we could say that you used to display young girl behavior because you would talk about what you wanted to do with your husband after you got off air, or how he was gonna bust your back. Even though, bitch, I don't even think he was. Girl, look, I'm not even about to go there. But anyways, you used to do the same thing, ma'am.
You're better than that. As someone who cares about you, as someone who does stories like this all the time, why would I not warn you? And
she keeps sunning them in his face.
The behavior, just in case some shit do pop off, and Kibi Studios is not connected to that shit. I don't know what you got going on in your everyday life. I don't see you every day. I don't talk to you every day.
Right.
Okay, so right. I don't know. But if I see behavior that's very questionable online, that's giving a very different impression from the Storm that I know, fuck yeah, I'm gonna say something. Did I ever tell you anything that was going to ruin your channel or ruin you as a person? Have I ever told you anything that has hurt you?
No. No. As far as my channel, no.
Have I ever told you anything? No. Have I ever told you anything that was going to hurt you personally, Storm? That was going to set you back in life?
Look,
you should have said yeah, because she just did, nigga, when she sent them motherfuckers to live in your damn house. That affected you. Now look at y'all on the goddamn internet arguing and don't even want to be bothered with each other no more. So she has done shit that has affected you negatively. You should have said yes, sir.
I'm gonna say no based on our previous conversations.
Okay, all right. So conscious listen.
Look, my
Storm
point
and I
is,
can have
it was
a private conversation because all this, oh, somebody attacked you. I was the reason why your car got stolen. I'm not even about to entertain this bullshit.
Well, I didn't put your name.
You know the narrative online. You know that it's easy to drag the big fish, okay? And so that's what you're playing off of right now. If you want to have a conversation with me, you know, in the company of Shaq or Ernest, but I'm not gonna do it in front of Conscious, and he don't know you and he don't know me. He only knows what we put out. We talking about people that will hold you and you accountable.
But that's what I just said with him. We should do this privately. I just said that.
That's what I said.
No,
they would have had to live with her.
You called me today, or Conscious called me today, talking about, oh, he want to talk to you. Well, why can't he call me? Because you knew that you got on the internet.
Well, let's hold on. What I said exactly was that I had a conversation with Storm, and I told Storm I feel you and Tasha should have an exchange because a lot has happened. Their relationship is deep. There's a lot of history, and a lot of things have already played out on stage. And I feel like going forward, it'd be best for you and Tasha to have a sit down, even if that sit down is just a sit down where y'all can come to a nice, respectful agreement to move in your own directions privately. Separately. Storm did not call me saying I want to talk to Tasha to set this up. This was purely something I felt in my heart because I have observed you guys being close. I have observed y'all's friendship, and I just felt personally if y'all could sit down, that would be the right thing to do.
Well, Storm knows where I live. He knows my address. He knows my husband's. He knows our studio location. He knows everything. Storm knows how to get in contact with me, okay? He's never had a problem. And this narrative now that's going around that all of a sudden all this shit is happening to you because I said that you live in a general area. That's like you living in Atlanta, Buckhead. Buckhead is a big-ass city. It has 1.5 million residents. You live in a very top-secure building with other celebrities. Nobody can steal your car out of the parking garage unless it's a fucking security attendant, and you're going to create a narrative that you know people would easily drag me over. Like, Storm, that right now.
Well, I didn't create that narrative before we got stolen.
I'm questioning everything right now. Maybe I'm just trying to say maybe what Vaughn said about you was real because like you've never had a thought process like this before.
All right.
Ever. Like you've never it's weird. Oh, that somebody stole my car out of a secure building because I said that you live in Buckhead and I said that you lived in Long.
She not, because if we sit back and we just think about it, look at how many different YouTubers she done like this. I mean, this exact same situation. She did it to Lovely T, okay? She didn't really know shit about Nick at Night, but she tried to do it to Nick at Night. That's why Nick at Night was in her feelings the other night that it was last night on Wiley's Live. She was in her feelings, and she felt like Storm was getting his karma from what him and Tasha did to her. Then we go over to the what's that other channel? The dark skinned lady. Her channel is something about some tea. I hate it when I forget the name of people channels, but she done got into it with several different YouTubers in this same exact manner that she was allegedly supposed to be friends with. I don't understand this shit. Now I'm starting to see that anybody who become friends on YouTube, that friendship is not going to work out.
Lawrenceville before you live around.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So unique. Daytime, tea time. Thank you, Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
I'm trying to figure out, well, who threatened you?
Hello, laughs and gaps.
It was somebody other than
and gossip.
So
yes.
Who do you think the internet is going to say?
Daytime, tea time is who I was trying to think of.
The internet was kind of saying that either way, to be honest.
Because you put that bullshit out.
Thank you, Mika.
I put the story out.
You put that bullshit out about somebody who has done nothing but help you. I have done nothing but help you, Storm. What have I done? Storm.
What happened? You brought this nigga to my house.
Woo!
not gonna even lie. Every time he yelled like that, he scared me a little. I'm sitting over here and I just jumped and I knew it was still coming. Like this part caught me off guard because this is how I know he was really in his feelings. She really hurt his feelings with this shit here. This nigga yelled. He said it with his chest. He hit it from his gut. Bitch, he pulled that shit from his nuts, from the bottom of his sack. Okay? He wanted you to feel it.
You're a grown-ass man.
And when I didn't cut him off the way you wanted me to,
I didn't tell you to cut him off. I didn't tell you. Storm. I didn't tell you to cut him off. No, I didn't.
I thought y'all had that conversation.
Storm. No, you're lying now. No, you're lying, Storm.
You brought that motherfucking nigga to my house. This ain't
Storm. Storm, you like that's your best friend now. Don't do that, Storm. That's your best friend.
You brought
him. You was talking to him last night. That's your best friend. Don't do that now. Take accountability, Storm.
No, because I should have said no. I should have said no, but I should.
Accountability, Storm.
You vouched for him.
I took accountability.
He got a job
you take accountability.
on Morrisville, not on the Parkway, off Sugarloaf. He got a job up on Sugarloaf. He'll be up and running before you know it. He came here.
Storm, I took accountability. You got to take accountability too. It's not like I didn't make a video and literally say, I did that, but you don't want to own your part in this, okay? You're a grown man at the end of the day, and all I did, may I talk? Storm, may I ask you a question? The first call that we had,
I swear,
I said, I need you to keep your eyes open. Some shit is about to go down with Chelsea and Bond, okay? I don't want you in the middle of it, and I don't want you
all of it is
like
gone.
You have to choose sides, okay? Is that not what we talked about during the first call? I never told you to leave him alone. I never said that. You're a grown man. I know y'all was wrestling together and going out together and
wrestling together.
Like what the fuck? That's your friend. You don't have any friends. You made a friend.
No, I just don't get
Nah, bitch. You know what you doing when you be saying wrestling together. We not about to sit up here and play these games, okay? We not about to do that. We know what you was trying to insinuate, okay? With the wrestling together. She was trying to over there insinuate that they was over there smashing brownies. And that's the nice way to put it. That's the nicest way I could say it. They was over there smashing brownies. So now she trying to put out allegations without putting out allegations that he could possibly be gay and that he possibly was over there smashing Vine. It's a goddamn shame. She is real life playing in this man's face.
People in Atlanta, let's be clear on that. I got friends. I just don't deal with people in Atlanta.
Well, listen, you and Vaughn were creating a friendship.
I want to clear up too. I don't do people in Atlanta.
You and Vaughn were creating a friendship.
Girl, I know you lying.
Was the person that
I hope you lying. I hope in real life ain't no picture of them floating around wrestling together. Child. When I say this situation just can't get no worse or weirder, it can't. Hopefully it can't. But knowing these motherfuckers that's involved, it will.
I suggested he rent a room from you, but you gave it to him for free. Okay. I thought it would be in my best interest to tell you that there was about to be a separation. Why would I not tell you that?
I did too. Okay? I don't want to use her name. And I knew it was coming.
Now, we didn't talk about Chelsea living with you. That was something that you decided to do, okay? Now, however...
she showed up, and
okay, and you said this, you're a grown man, you're not a child.
Well, here's the thing. I'm done.
You're almost 30 years old.
I love the situation. Y'all don't have to worry about it.
So we don't have to worry about it. Why are you on the internet 5 days in a row still talking about this?
Well, I'm gonna get the views off of it. That's all that was.
I'm gonna need grown men to stop trying to wrestle if they're not in the WWE.
That's all it was about. Listen. For the record, I hope you got all the views you needed. This will be our last time ever communicating, okay? You have shown me who you are, and that is that. So I wish you the absolute best, okay? I gotta go. Thank you, Conscious.
Thank you, Tasha.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Conscious.
Now her ass just real life brought her simple-minded ass up here, gaslit the man, okay? Doxed the man in his damn face while claiming that's not what her intentions was. And then gonna say, now I gotta go. Bye. All right. All right, Tasha. That karma is gonna bite you in the ass so motherfucking hard. That shit is just gonna come from out of nowhere. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if right now Cardi B is your karma. Now you got me sitting over here sounding like damn tales, telling people what they damn karma gonna be. We about to get into the part where Vine popped his ass up on the panel and listen to his foolery. She a big ass narcissist.
All said until it was time for you to.
Okay, so this is Vine talking
because you were going to denounce Vaughn. So it was all a plan when I left Chelsea and didn't want to deal with her anymore, that they were going to try to denounce me because these people feel like they made me. You see how this shit play out for real, for real? Like this woman, Tasha K, believes she's so powerful that she can denounce somebody and make the world feel totally different about me just because she fucking said it. But I'm going to tell you one thing right here, right now. What God got for me, can't no man take it away. She can feel some type of way. Chelsea can feel some type of way. Storm, brother, I'm glad he could say he know I ain't say it. He believe I ain't say it. Because that's some bullshit. She only said that to be able to control his mind, manipulate him, and make him feel differently about the friendship we was building on. That's it. She wanted to get in his head.
I don't know, sir. You've been a troublemaker ever since your name became public. Ever since the damn Latoya Forever situation. Hell, probably before that. Because wasn't it Jeffree Star before that when you running off with niggas' purses and shit? Sir, you've been a problem ever since your light-skinned ass appeared. Okay? At this point, I'm looking at you like you are the common denominator besides Tasha in everything going the fuck wrong.
Tear him away from me because that's what she wanted to do for the whole situation. She didn't want the podcast to go on any longer because I wasn't dealing with Chelsea.
Good night, Menacing really, Vibes. See you later.
Don't have to go down like this. And then threatening him with the lie again, another lie to say Vaughn walking around with his dick out, being rough on Chelsea, and she's saying we ain't together no more. My nigga, I barely wanted to have sex with this woman. So what the hell would I ever try to force myself on her? You see, it's no boundaries in this shit. These people will go to the death's end to try and destroy somebody.
Or, sir, you will go to the death's end to keep a damn roof over your head because you sounding like a fucking professional hobosexual, okay? You know, one of them niggas who like to fuck for a place to live, make the female feel good like you actually like her, but you only there because you couldn't afford nothing yourself. You couldn't get yourself together on your own. But okay.
And don't even realize the karma that comes along with that type of shit. I don't wish bad on nobody, but it's karma that come along with that. It is ridiculous. And then I gotta commend Storm, because I ain't think he had it in him. I ain't think he had the balls to even stand up to her and say what he needed to say, regardless of what she done did for the nigga, how much she gonna throw it in his face. I ain't do nothing but help you. Regardless of all of that shit, right and right is wrong is wrong. You could have paved the way, but I'm not gonna sit here and let you play me or even make another man look crazy or like a force a nigga that's gonna force itself on somebody or somebody that's lying. And come on, bro. I gotta commend the brother. I ain't gotta never talk to him again, but I gotta commend him because he's standing on his own square and gonna stand in for what he believed and what he saw. And half the shit, more 90% of the shit that they saying happened and going on never fucking happened.
He do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready to fast forward past his part already. Because Tasha popped her ass back up on the panel after everybody left.
Got a counter full of liquor and barely drink. This shit gotta stop, bro.
I think it just did.
This shit got to stop. And if the world can't see it from the way she was talking.
Well, Conscious, I'm not going to sit up here and say, I think it just stopped. Because it's going to get worse before it get better. They're going to still be taking shots at each other. Especially this light-skinned nigga. Because he need the attention. So it's going to get worse before it's put to an end completely.
You want to put everything out in the public. You want to denounce Vaughn in public, but you want to have private conversations. You want to say we gay in public, but you want him to call you privately. So you want to talk shit about everybody and put everybody on blast, put lies on everybody, but you feel like you deserve the respect to have a private conversation. For somebody to call you and call your husband to have a private conversation after you done did the absolute most and just put lies out into the atmosphere. Playing puppets and all of this shit because you feel like you on top. She wanted to manipulate. She wanted to manipulate Storm. She wanted to manipulate the world. Yes.
I don't think he do. I think that part just blew all the way over his head. Because he clearly said, you brought that nigga to my house. But, you know, these clout chasers, they only hear what they want to hear. So at this point, he only hear Storm defending him. Not the fact that Storm didn't want your ass there at all.
I'm fighting charges. I'm going through courts. But listen, the stalking situation, I'm an innocent man. Tasha believed I was an innocent man because she said it on previous lives. Up until now I'm guilty in her mind. You gotta pick a side.
I don't know if it was about or not, so I just blocked his ass just in case.
It's almost like I done fucked Tasha too, because she just as in her feelings and Chelsea is. I don't know, man. This shit sad, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, it kind of touched me to see all of this just blow up. I don't know Storm and Tasha history. I barely know Tasha. But it kind of, from hearing what their history is, it kind of touch me to be like, damn, that's it. But at the same time, it's like Storm had to stand up for what he believed and what he saw, and ain't gonna just believe bullshit because you putting lies in his head saying Von said you did coke and this, that, and the third. If you was really riding for that nigga, if I said that shit, which I did not, you should have told him that night, because that's the same night I went back to the nigga house and laid my head on the floor. But the shit never happened. She called this.
I'm gonna need these grown men out here nowadays to understand what they shouldn't be sharing, what would sound embarrassing, because as a grown man, you shouldn't be on here talking about how you had to take your ass back to somebody else's home and lay your ass on a floor. Okay.
This man to try to convince him to stay away from me. And she knew it wouldn't be easy. She knew it wouldn't be easy. She knew it wouldn't be easy to try to get him away from me. Because I believe Tasha don't even believe half the shit Chelsea was probably putting in her brain.
She is way too involved in it. For one, you shouldn't be so involved in your motherfucking employees' personal life. Okay, you got to learn to keep business and personal separate. You ain't there to build a friendship with your assistant. She's there to assist you, okay? That's what she get a paycheck for. Not for you to be finding her broke boyfriend somewhere to stay, but you got extra rooms. You should have gave him your dang on extra room, your basement, your garage, your attic, hell, the back seat of your car, wherever. But not send them in the direction of somebody else's home that was an ex-employee. You moving too messy to be out here supposedly being a boss. Bosses know how to stay in their damn place.
So she had to use lies. And she gonna sit here and keep, well, I guess the shit Vaughn said about you is true. What did I say? Because I ain't say none of that shit you talking about. The fuck? Dude, coke? Nigga, I ain't never even been around coke before. I've been around crack when it got hard. But powder? Hell no. I ain't never been around that before. All I gotta say is have a moment of silence for the bullshit, man. This shit wicked. I don't even know what to say no more, man. All of this was just a big lie. She wanted to come in between me and Storm. She told him lies to get in his head. He didn't know what to believe. But then when the man sat on the shit, he thought about it. He was like, I know Von ain't say that stupid ass shit. Because the nigga been around me long enough to know how raw I am. How raw, I don't hold my tongue. If I felt like it was a problem with this man snorting coke, if I saw it, I would have told this nigga to his face, nigga, you tripping. The fuck wrong with you? He already know that by being around me and how my word and my lingo is, and I just don't hold back. That's how I am. So just for me to hold that back from him and then take it to Tasha, the bitch that tell everybody business, come on, like that don't even make sense. Use your brains.
I need to go to the restroom. Keep speaking. You can hold the floor.
I'm done, bro. I don't got shit else to say. I'm done with this. I'm done. Hey,
you just sit there and say that for 60 seconds while I go tinkle. Make you done over and over again for 60 seconds while I go.
Hey, I'll hold it down for you. I appreciate it.
Right.
This shit is wild. I don't even know what to say, y'all. I got it. Hey, man, this is wild. If you can't see that for goddamn what it is, then goddamn. If you can't see that for what it is, I don't know what to fucking say, man. This shit is wild. This shit is crazy. Moment of silence for the bullshit, man.
to have a mom.
Okay, so this is the part where Tasha K decided to pop back up on the panel while Vine was still on here, which shows that she was still lurking in the bushes.
Like me, you remember that conversation?
Where are you going with this, Tasha? You can't manipulate me.
I'm just trying to refresh your memory.
You don't have to refresh my memory.
I do have to refresh your memory.
You don't, because I know
I had to go back a little bit because we missed when she initially asked him whatever she asked.
This is what the fuck is going on. This is what Vaughn is doing. And she should have left it to Storm to deal however he was going to deal based upon whatever the truth was. And Tasha is back here. I'm going to let her up. She's here. Tasha.
Hey, Countess.
Hey.
How you doing?
The girl, you take the floor. I don't know how I'm doing.
You doing good.
Okay.
I told you I was going to post your Black woman speech yesterday.
Thank you.
Vaughn, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. So, remember when you was sitting at my island in the kitchen?
I don't even know what you're talking about. Where you going with this,
Tasha? Just asking on Thanksgiving. You was sitting at the island. You was telling Tantu how lucky she was to have a mom like me. You remember that conversation?
Where are you going with this, Tasha? You can't manipulate me.
I'm just trying to refresh your memory.
You don't have to refresh my memory.
I do have to refresh your memory.
You don't.
We about to find out.
I do not. I never said this man do coke.
Vaughn.
What conversation is you're referring to is when we were talking about this producer dude. Listen to what I'm saying.
No, I'm not.
I'm going to correct you.
Say it because
you don't
literally lie. You are such a compulsive liar. Latoya was right. Your ex, who was the personal trainer, was right. Chelsea was right. All three of these women came from
just deflecting.
And I get it for the
deflecting.
Can I deflect? Hold on. Please, hold on, Tasha. Hold on, Tasha. Hold on, Tasha and Vaughn. Hold on.
Dang, she won't even be quiet.
Tasha and Vaughn. I do.
Where is the recording you say I have?
Take me.
Set up my island.
Where is the recording you said you have?
It was Chelsea.
Tasha K.
Where is the recording you
Tasha K.
Storm.
Mr. Von Ray.
Storm. Why you won't let me talk?
Because where's the recording?
Hold on. And what's recording?
You scared now?
Hold on. Why y'all won't let me talk? This is
because I want to play the recording.
Hold on. I just want to say
earlier she got a recording. Play the recording. Play the recording.
Vaughn, wait.
Play the recording. I want her to stop talking and try to
No. Wait. What needs to happen? Because a lot of side fucking conversations have happened. Hold on.
Vaughn never said that shit. Vaun never said it. She's
here.
Tell her to play the recording. She said she got a recording. Play the recording.
You won't even participate in the conversation. She's asking you direct questions. You have an opportunity right here to clear.
I said no.
Clear. You're
not gonna manipulate me.
It's not about manipulation.
It is.
You have an opportunity.
Yeah, he should have paused both of them, especially him. How you gonna try to overtalk somebody on somebody else's channel?
You have an opportunity.
Play the recording. Play the recording. It can kill everything. Play the recording.
Hey, yes. Send me your email, and I'm gonna email you all 6 recordings that Chelsea.
She said she had a recording. Play the recording.
It's conscioustv@gmail.com.
Okay,
it's my channel name at Gmail.
Right now, Chelsea's.
So wait, Chelsea was the one doing the recording. So Tasha, did you have Chelsea around there recording in Storm's home without his knowledge? See, you is always getting caught doing underhanded shit, and then sometimes you tell on your motherfucking self.
She's using these recordings for her TPO against Vaughn. So I'll go ahead and email you the recordings that she's using on the TPO, and to let Von's probation officer know everything that's been going on. So, I mean, I hate to do it like this, but Von been sitting up on the internet capping hard, and I'm like, listen, the girl done recorded all the conversations, all the bad shit you done said about her, all the fucked up shit you done said about Storm.
And she said the same thing about me. Play the recording.
You know what? We'll just give it to Conscious. You know what I'm saying?
So give it to him. I'm waiting on you to stop talking and give it to him.
I'm not stopping to talk. You done set your low. You know what I'm saying?
So please give him the recording.
Now, I do agree with that part, ma'am. If you sitting up here saying that you got a recording of these things that's going on, not only to him, but you also said it to Storm, why you ain't playing them? You got all the opportunity to play them recordings right now. Why do you have to send them to somebody else instead of just saying, hold on, this is you saying this, and hit the play button?
And I'm sitting here waiting.
You done set your little wet chest ass up here, okay, to talk mad shit. I'm here. Okay?
She has no recording because she's still talking.
We have the recordings. Conscious.
Well, play it. Stop talking and play the recording.
Conscious is going to get them. He will listen to them and he will play what's relevant. Okay, sir?
Okay, we'll play
it.
I'm waiting on you.
Okay, felon?
I'm waiting on you.
Okay. So when Conscious gets the recordings, he will gladly share them with his audience, okay? And listen. Like I said, it's Toya. I could have easily got your
I'm waiting on the recording.
The one that's got the
I'm waiting on the recording.
On your ankle right now.
I'm waiting on the recording, Tasha.
That bitch on my platform.
I am waiting on the recording.
Ass out,
she got so much talk, but no recording.
You've always lived with women. You've always lived off of women.
She has no
brag
recording.
about that piece of shit ass dick you got. And listen,
okay, yeah, I'm gonna go along with him at this point and believe that she don't actually have no recording or nobody saying nothing, because it shouldn't take this much to get a damn recording played. You keep on mentioning it, but every time he say play the recording, you still over talking on with bullshit that don't got shit to do with the damn recording. I want to hear the recording since you claim you got a recording.
We about to pull your cars tonight. And you know you said at my island, in front of my husband, in front of my friend, that Storm had a coke dealer come to the house and you were shocked. And your eyes got big. You a gossiping ass bitch.
Play the recording.
That's what you are.
Where's the recording at, Tasha?
That you give.
Where's the recording?
Bitch. But I'm going to let the
please play the recording?
that Chelsea has in the case she's building against your ass, okay?
Please
to call you out, all right? Conscious, I just wanted to put that out there so Chelsea will email you the recordings.
We waiting on it.
You have a good day. This will be the last time you and I talk. Please,
we waiting on it. I ain't even want to talk to you, lady.
All right.
You supposed to be focused on dealing with Cardi B. Please play this recording, please.
Vaughn,
I'm waiting on the recording. Did you get the email? Did you get the email yet? I don't want to prove nothing else. I want to hear the recording.
Y'all had an opportunity.
Fuck Tasha K.
Civil conversation.
The civil thing is, I'm not gonna let anybody lie on me and defame my name. First of all, this is the woman that's.
But you talking through and over her only made it look
it's
like
all
you
bullshit.
said what you said, Vaughn. You had an opportunity to let.
Where's the recording? That's all we need to worry about is the recording. Where Vaughn said Storm do coke. Don't try to sit here and try to. Do you remember this? Play the recording. Stop trying to.
It's loading. It's loading at the moment. Everything is coming over at the moment.
Let's hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to play those, Conscious.
Fuck that lady.
I hope you upload
the same woman that got on here and said I didn't do it. Now she's saying I did. Like, come on, bro. Play the recording.
Let me check your channel while I'm looking.
And if the lie detector says that,
can we play the recording?
Sure, we're gonna play the recording. It's like don't worry about the recording.
Because now we got recordings. She never had these recordings before. Let's play it.
This is the.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, you guys, didn't mean to do that.
Is the. I'm speechless.
I'm waiting.
Well, while we're waiting on the recordings, we're going to let some other people up here to chime in on all of this. I want to welcome Just Nia Love to the platform. Hi, Miss Love. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Hi, good evening.
Hi,
Yes,
what's
I'm
going
here.
on, love?
Hi. This is really heavy.
Yes.
That's really what I
It's
have
terrible.
to say about it. Yeah, I didn't expect it to, like, you know, we knew it's a kids drama, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it kind of turned in, like, the energy kind of shifted kind of dark really fast.
Okay, so I'm looking at Conscious TV's community post, and he posted that he did listen to those recordings, and he said, wow, he's still processing how to approach the matter. In the meantime, shout out to the 4.5K folk in the chat last night. That was its peak. Okay. So he's saying that he heard the recordings, but he don't know how to approach it. So I guess there is some actual recordings.
It just it's really sad. That's really what I feel.
Good night, Queena.
What are your thoughts about everything that played out? Like, who do you know?
Yeah. Okay.
So this is them talking with, I think, a viewer, or maybe she a YouTuber. I'm not sure. Just Nia Love is the name. But we gonna fast forward past that because Vine drops off the chat, and then Tasha K comes back up again.
I need, like,
so here we go.
The first thing Son said, yes, I need.
This is him with Tasha K again now.
He's on the earnest
Yes,
I
I do.
He deal with that type of
I
shit.
do.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. Okay, as far as the Vaughn situation, I mean, I just heard what you said about the video, and I'm gonna go back and watch the video and see, because like even my subscribers was like, you know, when Vaughn like Storm was going off, like,
very interesting.
You know, Tasha didn't say anything bad, but I'm gonna go back and watch it. Mm-hmm. I really am, because if it did emasculate him, that was not the intention. Right. Okay. And me and Storm had several conversations before that video was made, and he knew that I was making that video. So, and I felt like if, you know, we had conversations a few times before the video was made, that he could have easily called me and was like, what the fuck? It didn't come off like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, you know, always we have the intention.
I was just informed. Lotus, no, not Lotus. I don't want a username. That Georgia is a one-party state, so only one party has to consent to be recorded for it to be legal. Both parties don't have to consent. I think they should change that, though. But we about to get back to the video.
Intention of doing something, but delivery is everything. And, you know, I can't control people's perceptions, but I do have to take that into consideration, how someone perceives something being said, because I am not in their shoes. And so, you know, what I said to Storm was a lot harsher, you know, on the phone call. And it was more so like tough love. Like, listen, you know, I know that I created all this, and, you know, I'm always finding myself into, you know, this is something that I've been in therapy for years. You know, I always want to help the wrong people. It's like I don't ask questions. I don't look at people's, like, you know, backgrounds and stuff. I'm like, okay, you need some help finding. That's pretty much what I did for Vaughn, because he literally did not have anywhere to go, and he couldn't stay at my house. You know what I'm saying? And so I knew Storm was not staying at his house. And so I was just like, well, he did tell me that lease was, you know, he still had to pay a lease and had to pay 2 rents. So I was like, I wonder if, you know, he wouldn't mind renting a room to Vaughn. But I had no idea he was going to giving it to Vaughn for free. You know what I'm saying? And then Chelsea moving in because, you know, Chelsea has an apartment in New York. But as far as the delivery of the video, if I said anything that was wrong or misleading or that emasculated him, that was not the intention. However, you must understand, like, I am a mentor to Storm. I'm not like a friend to him, like, because when you're friends, you can't have that tough conversation. And I've had a lot of tough conversations with him. I've been doing this a long time. Now, the difference between being a woman in this field versus
mentor, employer, either way, you were too goddamn deep in your employees or mentees' lives, okay? You crossed the fucking line. You went from professional to personal. Personal enough to send motherfuckers to his house to stay. You just said he couldn't stay at your house. Why not? You got spare rooms. You said you wanted to help him. Storm didn't say, nigga, I want to sit up and help you come stay at my house. You just sat up here and pretty much said you came up with a plan because Storm was supposedly moving. He had 2 leases. So you wanted him to rent Vine a room since he was moving. How do you take it upon yourself to say, oh, well, let me ask my mentee to do something personally for me when this is supposed to be a business relationship and arrangement? But okay, Tasha.
versus being a man, men are easily targeted every day. And it could be just the slightest allegation. And I feel like men have to walk a thin line more than women. You know, women, we can get up here, we can express, we can gossip. Before a man, you know, they're always emasculated for being for gossip or for gossiping or being in the field of gossiping. Although men sit in barbershops all day and gossip. You know what I'm saying? Straight, gay, whatever. And so for me, my intent was, and like I asked Storm, have I ever told you anything that has hurt you? No. Have I ever told you anything that has held you back? No. Everything that I've told you was to help you to progress. I am all business. He knows that. Everybody, conscious, you know that. I am all business. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? I can't turn it off, and we're in a very fast growth state. We just opened up our second location.
Bullshit, ma'am. You turned it off when you asked them to do you a personal favor. Okay? You turned the business off real quick to ask Storm for a personal favor. That wasn't a business arrangement. That wasn't a business favor. You weren't paying him for them staying in his house.
In Atlanta in studio, and we got so many projects. We just got a big deal we just signed. Like, I don't, you know, me and Storm, like, if we had those heart to heart, it was more so like, okay, this is strategy. I've always came with solutions, but this situation, yes, I judged Vaughn wrong, and I shouldn't have had grace for him when the characteristics were there. But at the end of the day, people are human. They get caught up in situations. But he's doing the same thing to Chelsea that he did to LaToya. And like I said, I'm not going to say that trainer's name, the one who has the ankle bracelet on his ankle. You know, and they're going to be bringing charges about the LaToya situation. And then, you know, Chelsea went through a situation with him. It's just, you know, it's all going to add on top, you know. And so that was my bad. I should have used better discernment. And, you know, I judged wrong, and I tried to clean it up. Just like you said, I tried to clean that shit up.
So, like, what you trying to clean it up? What if Storm at that time would have said, Tosh, I don't want to end my friendship with Vaughn because of what Chelsea and Vaughn is going through. What would have been your approach to that?
Storm said that. The first conversation we had, I said, listen, that was when I told him about the Mr. 2 Weeks situation. Now, me and Storm talk about content all the time, okay? We talk about stories, you know. He calls and tells me, you know, about stories and vice versa. And we don't, it's just kind of like an inside rule. You don't go back and tell someone what a creator has said. And I'm a pretty big creator out here, and you know I'm controversial. So if it comes from me, motherfuckers are they're gonna worry. So when he went back and said something to Vaughn, I think it was because he was comfortable with Vaughn. But like, since when we start repeating what each other says, like, to each other on the phone, because I've never gone back and said anything about, you know, what he said or intended to do or information that he's gotten to anybody. So I'm just like, he's like, yeah, you know, you're right. But, you know, he's trying to you know, I guess beat around, like, he's trying to sweep it under the rug. And I'm like, no, that's where I got mad at him, man. I'm like, listen, okay, you upset with me for bringing Vaughn to your house. Now I'm upset with you for repeating the conversation, because when did we start doing that? Do I not need to tell you anything no more? You know? And so when we were talking about the podcast, right, they were supposed to be doing a podcast that was going to
I know she ain't worrying about repeating conversations, all the mess she create, and don't be giving a damn about creating it. But you worried about a conversation and still ain't taking responsibility for none of your part.
empower men, that was going to be a voice for men. It was going to be in this red pill, blue pill, manosphere, you know, the shit that's going on, that's real popular right now. You know what I'm saying? Not in the direction of Fresh and Fit, but like when I saw the content and the context of what it was, I was like, this is not how Storm built this platform. Storm is, you know, highly educated. He is, you know, he has a master's degree in I believe it's like a social work or something like that. So he understands, you know, behavior and psychology and stuff like that. And so I thought it would be great. And Vaughn can come from a street perspective. Storm comes from a textbook perspective. But when I saw the podcast and it was nothing but about smashing bitches and going to sex clubs, I'm like, and then, you know, there's a particular situation that I know about that he's speaking about. And I'm like, you don't have to say her name, but if this girl watches this, what do you think she's gonna think? You see what I'm saying? And like, I've seen this role before, and so like, I didn't tell him to stop the podcast. I told him to change his direction. And if you want to, you know, hang with Vaughn, that's your right to hang with Vaughn. But I'm letting you know what's coming down the pipe. Nowhere did I tell him to stop fucking with Vaughn, but I told him he needed to be careful in how he was going, because you don't want to allow someone who has nothing. Vaughn doesn't even have a pot to like hold his dick in to piss in right now. Okay. And I don't want this person tearing down the platform that you built. 98% of your audience is Black women. How do you think they're going to translate to someone talking about their sexcapades and going to sex clubs and, you know, sex stores and smash?
Pause. Didn't earlier in this video when she was talking to Storm, she tried to make it seem like she didn't say that? So now you're saying that you did say it? It's the blatant gaslighting for me. And lying. And then forgetting what lie you told earlier, and then you turn around and tell the truth.
Smashing women, and women are only to be fucked and not loved. Like, how do you think that's going to translate to an audience full of women? That's not how you built your platform. So I'm confused at where this is going. So I have to step in, and it has to be drastic. And so if my approach was wrong, I really do apologize. But I don't think I should have to apologize for having to say, hey, stop. This is not where you need to go, because these are you know how many, I'm dealing with 3 rappers right now who have given me evidence on allegations that have been made against them. Okay. And so I know this lane. I know what happens when you get clout, you get money. Storm's a single guy. The most dangerous thing for someone to be in this culture that we live in this society, is single and young and with money. That is, when men have wives like 2 Chainz and, you know, Kanye and Jay-Z, they have, their wives are their buffers. So yeah, they may cheat, but their wives are the buffers. No, bitch, he didn't rape you, but you know, he probably cheated. And so the allegations are a lot softer and not as hard. And so he's young, he's got money, he's feeling himself. You know, I get that. But at the same time, it's like, am I supposed to just let him throw away everything that he's worked for someone that's taking him down a path that I didn't expect and I introduced him to? So I'm going to step in and be like, hold the fuck up. Now, wait. And for those of y'all that are saying, Storm hasn't been on a contract with me in 2 fucking years. Storm didn't have to pay me a goddamn dime. There was no percentage in that contract. Okay? And so the fact that he's even insinuating this beef for views, that's really fucking throwing me off. Because I'm like, is this all this was about? Was views for you at the end of the day? And it didn't matter how you got them? Let me tell you something. I've been through a lot of controversies, okay?
We know, Tosh.
But I've never lost. I just want to put that out there. Yeah. Any creator that has tried to come up, a celebrity, listen, okay? Yeah. There's a reason.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I'm just gonna put that out there, and I don't want to go there with.
But let me say this part. To you. I completely understand from a business perspective what you did, like in terms of what you were saying to him about the nature of the content that was happening on the podcast. Any, as you said, I have a mentor. Larry is my mentor. Larry has called me and said and made suggestions and said, "Hey, I would that's your role." Now it's up to Storm to follow through, but in terms of you giving him that feedback, there's nothing wrong with that. Going back a little bit to what you were saying about maybe your execution was harsh and insensitive in terms of the video. Something that Larry and his ex-wife is going through is he also had a public outburst, and he had a lot of bravado behind what he was saying about his ex-wife, and he didn't think much of it until Lisa caught him to the carpet and said, "Hey, all that shit you did up there was a little bit too much. That was a little bit too much." And and you know, and I don't mind whatever, but that's a private situation. So I just feel like I'm glad you're taking responsibility for that. I don't think when you're in a relationship with people, tough love is best publicized. That's more so a privatized situation. Like, hold me accountable publicly, but you beat my ass privately, because it's never going to translate well. Not to the individual, not to the public.
Good night, Lotus.
I'm gonna walk away feeling humiliated and feel
I'll see
ashamed
you later.
and feel like I let this woman get up here and literally treat me like a 3-year-old boy. Now, if you want to do that privately, fine. Ain't nobody there to see it. Me and her can process it, but you did it in front of hundreds of thousands of people. That's a whole nother level to deal with mentally and emotionally, especially as a man. And just as an individual, period, because maybe even a woman would have had a problem being kind of upped on in that kind of way. So I get where Storm is coming from. And I also agree with, you have a right as a mentor to say whatever the fuck you want to say to Storm and to move him in a direction. That's why people have mentors, is to be guided. So I don't have no criticism as it relates to that either. When it comes to Chelsea, you went into fight or flight mode when her and Vaughn started collapsing?
I wouldn't say fight or flight, but like, you know, Vaughn would call me. Chelsea would never call me. It was always Vaughn. Mm-hmm. And I don't, you know, it came to a point where I had to like block him. And then,
hey, Pillow Talk,
because he would call so much. And then the last time he called, he was in a manic state.
Girl, this tea is like, a mess.
What is going? Like, it was so bad. My husband got up and was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because Vaughn was yelling and just, you know, she said this and she said that and banging his head, like banging the side of his head. And I'm like, Vaughn, listen, if you're not happy or if you don't feel safe, get your stuff and leave. Well, why she can't leave? I'm like, because it's her place. She got another apartment in New York. I'm like, Vaughn, listen, do you want to leave or do you want the police to remove you? Because right now, the way you're yelling, neighbors are like, you.
Okay, Tasha keep on saying that she had another apartment and shit, but it didn't sound like that when Chelsea was talking. I forgot who channel I was watching, but it really contradicted what Tasha was putting out.
You know, you're in an apartment building, like, you have a history. You have on a fucking ankle bracelet. If somebody tells you to leave, just get your shit and go. It's like, you know, okay, go leave until it calms down and then come back when it calms down to talk about it. But to keep going at it, like, I'm just like, what do you want me to do in this situation? You need to talk to her. I'm not talking to nobody. Listen, if it's hot, leave. Leave. Go, because I'm not there. I can't stop her from calling the police on you. She didn't want to. But there was some things that happened aggressively from him because when he gets angry, he loses it. And now I see what those other girls were saying in their restraining orders. It's the same behavior. He's so over emotional. You know, he gets offended at everything someone says, and I understand why. Like, you know, what he wants, it's like, he's done everything he could to be famous. And every time he gets just a little inch in the door, some shit happens. And so I was his like third way through the door. But like when I saw the very thing that the girls have talked
But
to
to Von's point, he did say that y'all approached him about helping him. He never came to y'all about needing to play.
Wait a minute.
This was something that was brought to him.
Hold on. Nope. I never approached Von to do shit, okay? Von was brought to my studio when he got out of jail. I did not know what him and Chelsea's plans were. She did not tell me a damn thing. The last time I heard from Von was trying to call me collect from jail. I declined those calls. He wrote a letter. I didn't fucking read it, okay? He's sitting in my studio with Chelsea, and we're arguing, Von and I. Why did you lie on LaToya? I didn't lie. I just wanted to get out the truth. We had a whole blow up in my studio. So bad my husband had to tell him, chill out.
I can believe she
Calm
do
down.
that.
Then we did that interview. We saw the ankle bracelet, okay? After that, they staying in a hotel. I'm like, you ain't got nowhere to stay? He didn't have nowhere to go.
Hi, Georgia
Dad,
Peach.
Mom, nobody. So I'm like, well, you know, Storm, you know, he in between. You only need 30 days to get on your feet. You know, you should be able to get a car, you know, get a job. You know, just what anybody would do for a human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, just.
So to Von's point, it was an offer.
It wasn't what?
I said, so to Von's point, it was offered to him.
Because he's sitting there
You was being
complaining about being
It's okay
broke.
if you was empathetic. Yeah, it's okay.
No. But if you're sitting there complaining about being broke and you need this and you need.
I don't know if I could really sit up here and believe that Tasha is ever empathetic to anybody. It's the way she moves. It's the way she talked to people. It's the way she conducted some of them interviews with some people. People that were supposed to be victims of different violent situations. She played with them in their face. She pretty much told Jack she wasn't even never molested. Even though I don't know if that's true or not. So that's why I'm not going to sit up here and say Jaguar was lying. But at the same time, if it is true, you didn't sit up here and told somebody that they weren't molested, but we supposed to sit up here and believe that you gave a damn about somebody not having no place to stay? You ain't give a damn enough that you ain't offer them a room in your house again, ma'am.
You need that and you don't have this and you don't have that. As human beings, okay, these are options. Like, you're going to have to pay rent when you get here, okay? You're going to have to do this when you get here. But to find out
I'm about to block your ass.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, you don't go. I couldn't go. I couldn't stay with nobody rent free.
I didn't even mean
You
to
know
put
what?
you
I'm
on
gonna
the
get.
screen.
Even if you let me stay here free, I'm gonna get that right back to you. I've never ever lived off of nobody.
But in context, Tasha, he was only supposed to be there because Storm was on his way out the door from the old house. It wasn't really no point in charging this man rent to be there
but
for
Storm
2-3
was
weeks.
still paying rent. He had a last month to cover. Okay. And so Storm.
Yeah, I trolled his ass right on up out of here.
Made that money back. Now he was being nice by letting him. Listen, the terms that he got free rent. Okay, he got free rent. Got free rent with Chelsea. Okay, cool. But as far as I did what anybody would do. Okay, listen. I'm
going to be honest. I would not have charged him rent either.
You understand? There was no strings attached. I gave him ideas. I said I would sit down, do a YouTube consultation with him, give him the same steps that I gave Storm. Nobody offered to sign him to anything. We didn't know if he was going back to jail in January. Seriously? No.
Who wouldn't have charged him no rent? I'm sorry, Tasha, because you said that when he came out of jail, he pulled up to your house, okay, in a goddamn Benz. Who wouldn't have charged him no rent? You're right. He wouldn't have got charged no rent because his ass wouldn't have been there. Let the hotel charge him some rent.
No, nobody offered him anything. First of all, Vaughn is not talented. Vaughn is controversial, but he's not talented.
Hey, Miss Ashley.
He's light-skinned.
He's light-skinned. He's controversial. My point.
I think his podcast is great.
Okay. Well, I mean, you like it. But listen.
So
Storm
didn't choose to. I said Storm didn't choose to pay to charge rent.
Child, that's a good question. But according to her and Tasha, she has 2 apartments. Well, at first, according to only Tasha, she had 2 apartments. Chelsea tried to make it seem like she didn't have an apartment in Atlanta, but she had one in New York.
Like a microscopic amount of time, and then have that be an issue that you ain't pay me. So it was easier to just be like, child, you can have the room. Tasha vouch for you. You know what I'm saying? You'll be on your feet, whatever. Like, push through. That makes sense to me, because I would honestly did what Storm did too. I just wouldn't have charged nobody at that far end of the deal. But and it's also fine if you empathize with Vaughn and you felt like you was listening to his woes, you was listening to him, he didn't have money, he didn't have this, so you was like, look, okay, cool, and you Chelsea's man, and that's my girl, so maybe I can help you out in this way. That's fine. Oh, that's fine.
Cocoa Butter Curls said, Tasha, let your
I'm doing good. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being a watcher.
That won't be happening again. So,
Tasha is shaped.
Chelsea just sent me over the
and
email.
messy
you
as fuck.
Explain the context of the first email that I just got.
There's a few.
Yeah.
But she did.
They're huge files, so they're taking time.
Yeah, they're huge files. Listen to him first and create another show, because they're long. A lot of the stuff is, Chelsea pretty much trying to, I guess ask Vaughn to leave and stuff, and in the context he called it Storm, and it's just crazy. Like, so just listen to them, see what you want to present in another show, and do it that way, and maybe have Chelsea come up and add context to the recordings.
Okay, yeah, because she are saying that they're huge, and they are taking forever to load, but they are loaded. I am getting them, but slowly, but for surely. You said before you had dropped down that you and Storm would never talk again, but you also kind of heard what I was saying as well. Can that conversation still happen privately?
Listen, I've already told you, I really can care, and this is no disrespect to you, Conscious, or your platform, but as I told Larry Reed, as I told you, I have 0 tolerance for these niggas. Okay, you want to throw me under the bus?
Welcome, T Boogie.
Everybody that I've done nothing wrong to you, and you want to
Rosetta?
Guess what? Like, Sell me out for views. Get the views you can get.
He didn't mean it like that.
He did. And listen, he did. He did. And when a person shows you who they are, I believe them. I'm
Tasha.
not. Listen, I've said 1,000 times before I wasn't gonna fuck with no creators no more. But I had, like I said, 2 white men train me, and I said, you know what? I would never, ever not want to help my people. I don't care if they got more than me or less than me. I help. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not perfect in a situation, but me and Storm talk on the
I've always given you props for that. Yeah, I've always given you props for coming back for your people. You've always done that. I said I've always given you props for coming back for your people. You've always done that.
That's something that I choose to do, but these people get a little bit of clout and they forget. Like you would never hear me on the internet trashing my mentors or talking shit or having a creator.
Well, so you feel like he trashed you?
That he just met.
Well, it's good that he got that shit now. But he should have had that shit when he was trying to be living with Storm.
He goddamn it. To this. I came to the Storm and said, I want to talk. I want you and Tasha to speak. I love you guys. And I know you guys love each other. And I don't want this to go any further.
Good morning.
If y'all can talk, even if y'all just talk and say, hey, da 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 da, and y'all go y'all way peacefully and just bring closure to it, fine. But
there's
y'all
no
need to talk.
Closure needed because I didn't even know we had a problem. I told you that. Storm done told me so much shit, personal shit, everything. But why you can't come tell me this all of a sudden? Like, no, Storm feeling himself. He can feel himself just out by himself. Like, he did all of this for the views. He told you that shit.
No, that's not what he knew. That is what he. No, that's what he said, but that's not what he meant, Tasha. And you know it.
It's like the perfect storm. I know how controversy works.
No pun intended.
I know if you attach yourself to someone
who
is in the press controversially, what that inadvertently does for your views. Storm knew what he was doing.
Tasha, stop. You don't even believe that. You don't believe that. You don't believe that. You know, yes, that's what he said, but you know what the context is. The context is because this was his real life too, and you already had went public, and so he capped off of what was going public anyway.
He knew that I was. See, there's a difference between him knowing that I was going to publicly denounce Bond. Okay, he knew that. And nowhere in that video where I felt that I trashed.
Okay, you keep on saying he knew that you was going to publicly denounce Vaughn. But girl, he did not know that you was going to dog him in the video as motherfucking well. Did you clue him in on that part? How you was going to make him and Vaughn look like they were with the shits and Chelsea is just a damn victim of it all? Because that's exactly what your video made it look like. I don't know what you thought you was saying. I don't know how you thought you came off in that video. But it did not look like at no point you were having Storm's back.
Storm, okay? At all. But I did have to make a public announcement for the safety of my company because of the context of that content, which I knew that was not him. Storm is not even like a public person when it comes to his sex life. He's always been very private about the women he dates, who he dates, and why he dates. Like, there's a reason for that, okay? And so all of a sudden now, boom, like, and he knows the reason as to why I did that, okay, to protect my own company. So he inadvertently threw my ass under the bus to help capitalize off of all of the press that's going on. And he can have it. Like, I wish him nothing but the best. Never told that man nothing. Never asked him for a damn
That's
dime.
Not fair, Tosh.
And listen, the pattern is there. But
he threw her under the bus, but she made her video first. And then Storm made a video. And then Chelsea made an indirect video. So you put this tea out first, ma'am. Not Storm. So how is he trying to get publicity off of it? Or clout, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
But at the end of the day, I have to take accountability. I keep attracting motherfuckers like this, okay? And so I'm
do not lump. You cannot lump Storm into that, Tasha. You cannot. You can't. Storm ain't whatever you lumping into that category.
At the first moment he was given, he thought he was going to create a narrative out here to make people think I had something to do with his car getting stolen or somebody threatening him. Okay, like get the fuck out of here. This is almost a 30-year-old man. This is not a little boy. He has to take accountability somewhere. Okay, this nigga played me. He got the views. He got the subscribers. He got what he wanted, and that's it. So, like, I don't have anything to feel guilty about. Why do I have to dial back my standards? Okay, for somebody like that, he knows goddamn well. He knows a motherfucking way. If there's ever been a problem, I've always addressed him, okay? Never told that man to leave Vaughn alone. What I told him was, listen, be careful. Some shit is about to go down. But then I talked to him in the context of, he's talking about, oh, you didn't tell me that Vaughn said I did coke. Nigga, my daddy fucking does coke, and he was alive.
But that wasn't the point, Tosh.
In front of everybody. So guess what? Storm do coke. I smoke weed. What is the fucking difference, okay?
Because
smoke weed. So
Tosh,
do she realize she just doxed her daddy and told people her daddy was a cokehead? You see how smoothly she just do the fuckery and then act like she don't even know that she did it?
Whatever he does, and I didn't fucking believe it. But what I told Storm was, listen, you capping for him. I already don't reprimand Chelsea, but just be careful because this was said, okay?
But Tasha, I want you to understand what Storm's point is in that. It wasn't about the coke itself. It was about the fact that you had been known that Vaughn had allegedly said that to you, and you didn't tell him until Chelsea and Vaughn was collapsing, and Storm was looking like, well, damn, you my friend. Why you didn't tell me immediately that this nigga was going around saying this shit about me? Why would you wait? And I'm in his face. He in my house. We got a podcast together. Why? And he's spreading this type of shit. If he said it to you, then God knows who else the fuck he is saying this shit to. So why would you wait? And to say it to me, just because Chelsea and Vaughn going through it, and now you want to tell me. That felt unfair to him, and that was, Tasha. That was unfair. Yeah, that wasn't loyal either.
I wouldn't say loyalty, but I just didn't think about it. Like, I didn't think about it like that. So I didn't think about it until I felt like, you know, the context of that content, and I just basically had a pep talk with him and was like, listen, you know, I don't know what's going on. I've seen the content. I'm not really pleased with that type of content. That's not how you built your channel. It's not professional. It can leave a bad taste in your mouth. And so I went over a variety of things, okay? And so I just wanted them to be careful when I had that conversation. And so when Vaughn said that, it was literally one ear throughout the other, because all these niggas do coke in the industry. Let's just be honest. Like, all of these niggas do coke.
Can we just say,
I'm so damn tired of her trying to make it seem like Storm is a whole cokehead out here. Like I told y'all earlier in this video, I do not believe that Storm is a cokehead. I may believe a lot of stuff about Storm, but I do not believe that he's a cokehead out here. I'm just not going to believe that. He don't give me them vibes, okay? But I'm going to stop this video here for tonight. We're going to come back tomorrow with part 2. We're going to finish breaking down the rest of this video and going through the mess. Because if we got a whole nother, look, child, and I done fast forwarded through some of it. We still got a whole 2-something hours left of the video. So I'm just going to make it a part 2. For everyone who came in late, y'all can, you know, rewind back to the front, catch the replay or whatever. But I do appreciate everybody for coming. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody in the bushes. I appreciate the subscribes, the likes. And I will catch everyone on the next video.